Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another fresh live edition of Kiwanis Connects, coming to you from the WWDBTV studios in Las Vegas, Nevada. I am Aaron Phillips. Also on the screen joining us is Governor Val, and to my right, Governor Val, with your help and support, I am honored to have a princess here in studios, Miss Charlotte Penelope Oak. She is the Royal International Miss California Princess. Good morning, Miss Do I call you Princess?
You could call me that.
Oh, I could call it. I call her Princess. She hasn't asked me to bow down and kiss a ring yet, but that may come at the end of the show.
Anyway, but she may ask for a ring because she likes to wear rings.
I gave her one of my buttons.
Awesome.
That's like a pin in college, isn't it? When we get pinned. Anyway, how you doing, Governor Val?
I'm fantastic. I have just got this biggest fangirl smile on my face. Miss Charlotte is one of the most famous people, and I just love her so much. So having her on our show is such a great way to start a Friday.
Yeah, absolutely. Why don't you say hello to Governor Val?
Hi, Governor Val.
Hi, Princess Charlotte.
All right, everybody. If you're watching us on Facebook, of course, you know you have two options there, the Kiwanis Connects page as well as WWDBTV.com's page. Hey, if you like YouTube, guess what? Same two pages there. You can watch there under the Kiwanis Connects page as well as the WWDBTV page. Now, if you're driving, I don't want you to take your eyes off the road. So what you can do is download the WWDBTV app to your Android, WWDBTV LV to your iPhone, so you can at least listen to what our princess will have to say, because she's got a lot going on for someone who's 96. She's 6, not 96. Anyway, and then if you forget all of that, if you have Roku, download the WWDBTV channel. Not only can you see Kiwanis Connects and all the great shows there, but you can also have a large menu items. Is that good?
Items.
Of shows on the station to check out. And if you'd like to call in, 702-992-3207 is our call-in line. I already see the chat room is filling up. Unfortunately, it's a little further away from me than normal. I don't want to stare into my phone, so I'm going to have to rely on John putting bigger font on there. But
I can actually read them this time, and so a lot of people are remembering that they got to see Princess Charlotte at our mid-year conference in Burbank. So
really?
Yeah. So Doug says hello from Burbank, and he loves her speech. Diane Anthony up in the Upper Bay areas said she loves seeing you, Miss Charlotte. So everybody's just sending love to Miss Charlotte this morning. I get to say that I met her first gang. Miss Charlotte, do you remember the first time we met in December?
Yes.
Okay, can you tell us a little bit about our meeting?
My what?
When you first met Governor Val, can you tell everybody what happened? What was that like?
I went to the Rose Parade to go look at the floats.
Did you help put them together? Did you cut flowers or something?
I cut a little bit of flowers.
You went to the building of the Governor Val. How did that happen? That's so great.
She showed up like she was the boss lady. She was in her crown and her sash, and she looked like she belonged there. So she was the youngest decorator that we had this year on our floats. And she actually gave me her speech that she does in pageants. And at that point, I was like, everybody needs to know Miss Charlotte.
Well, I'm not surprised she walked in there like the boss, because you can imagine then how she walked into the studio today, right? She was in charge. Her crown is sitting here on the table in front. If folks can hopefully see it, she's got her sash on. She's not wearing it because she has a beautiful hairdo today where she's got like the buns on the top. She told me her mom helped her, not dad. I asked if dad did it, but they would be a little off center like most dads' hairdos would be. But we do have mom in the studio as well. So let's make sure as I get John back behind the desk. I purposely did that to see him run, by the way. This is Charlotte's mom, Wendy. Good morning.
Good morning. Hi, everyone. Hi, Miss Valerie.
Good morning. Great to see you. And you get the whole command center all to yourself. And I've always wanted to ask you this, so I'm going to do it before John or Aaron gets to. It's like, what's it like to be the mom or momager, as one of our other moms has said, for a princess?
Charlotte started pageants at 9 months old, And so my husband and I fell in love with her performing on stage. She couldn't even walk yet. So when she went on stage, she held on to my fingers and she just stole our hearts. She was a performer. So Dad is more the momager, dadager in pageants than I am. He loves seeing her perform. We love traveling around the country with her, and she's so much fun. She's a natural. We do it to support her and to encourage her, and she's learning so much from it. So it's not about the crown. It really is about seeing her grow as a person and finding herself. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, we love it. Absolutely.
Now, off camera, just so you know, Val, we are protected by the Marines.
Nice.
Charlotte's dad is here in the studio as well. Now, he's off camera, but I have warned him, anybody that steps into the studio when I'm on the air could be subject to appearing on TV at a moment's notice. So I just have to remind him. So between John and Dad, we got the Marines. We are fully safe in the studio today.
Hoorah.
Did you have something in your throat, guys? Was that? Oh, I'm just kidding. So what was it?
Free the core.
So let me ask you a question, Charlotte. What was it like when you walked into those floats, right? You were getting ready. You're the youngest person ever to help put flowers on those floats. What was that like for you to walk in there and see all of that? Can you tell me how that felt for you?
It felt really exciting.
Yeah?
Because I felt really special because I also got to put the flowers on, and I know it was made out of coconut because they told me.
But that's okay. But you did. Listen, I've been in Kiwanis a long time myself. I've never done that. I've never been able to get to Pasadena to do that. But you've done it. I'm so proud of you. That is so cool. And I bet when you went back to school after New Year's, you probably told a lot of people about what you did, I bet, right?
No.
No? You didn't share with your classmates what you did over break to go build floats?
Maybe one person.
Oh, maybe one person. Well, you know what happens. You tell one tells three, it spreads. That's okay. That's all right. Were there a lot of people taking pictures of you there? Like paparazzi? You know what paparazzi is, right? Those are people with big cameras to take pictures of you, of celebrities and stars. You're a celebrity, right? You're important, right? You're a star. So were there a lot of people taking pictures of you there?
Yes, a lot.
A lot. Did you get any of them?
Yes.
Yo, you did. Oh, good. Governor Val, I'm sure you were one taking pictures.
Oh, absolutely. I was an absolute fangirl. We posted it on our website, and Mom had said it was okay to invite Charlotte to different things. And so I was so impressed because here was this little princess that was walking around and engaging with everybody. And, she wasn't 6 yet. She was still 5. And so, she's had a birthday since then. And I am always so impressed. And so one of the questions that I didn't get to ask you is, what do you like about being princess? Other than all of us loving you up, what do you like about being a princess?
I like to wear my crown and sash because I work so hard for it. And it's not just about wearing the crown, it's about doing something with it. There's a Yiddish word. I'm going to give everybody a little Yiddish lesson here. The word is kvelling, Kvelling. And that basically means my heart is melting. Enjoy. Because to hear her and watch her say what you saw her pound the chair when
I
you
did.
What make a difference? My goodness. And and you know what? You should be proud of wearing that crown and that sash for what you do and being proud to step up and make a difference. I bet your parents do you think your parents are proud of you?
Yes.
Yeah. Do they tell you that all the time? I bet they do.
Yes.
Good for you. But I'm kvelling. I'm kvelling as a Jew from New York who just loves seeing this stuff. Oh, there's Dad. Look on the screen. We got Dad. We snuck him on. I told you anything can happen in the studio, Dad. But that is so wonderful to hear you say. Didn't I not warn him there was a possibility he can get on TV? Right? I told him, right?
Yes.
Okay. So he's not a Boy Scout. He wasn't prepared. But anyway, I digress. But I'm so proud just sitting here with you. Just what you know what, Governor Val, we could end the show right here because what she just said, if you can't get the message from her
then too many people are living under rocks and in caves, especially in today's society.
And
That means
it's the doing something with it. It's the service.
God.
It's the getting that message out. And Princess Charlotte, your message is pretty empowering. And so, because there's a number of people all over the world that are watching this, they don't know what that doing something with it is. So, what is your project? What is your message?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
It's to teach kids to be buddies, not bullies, because I've been bullied and I remember I was so scared I didn't know what to do or say. So I never want anybody to feel that way.
So what I'd like to do, I'd like to end the segment on that statement. When we come back, I think we'll delve more into that. Maybe you'll tell us a little bit of what happened to you, what happened to you that you were being bullied. You'll share that a little bit, because obviously your work is very important and tied to that, right? Okay, so we're going to take a break. You can take a little water. You can relax for a couple of minutes, okay?
Okay.
All right. Hey, everybody, you are watching Kiwanis Connects. Now, if you know somebody that should be watching this, I dare you, I double dog dare you to share this feed on your wall and get them to watch today's show. If you don't, you're missing one heck of an opportunity. Governor Val and I will be back with more questions to learn more about Charlotte's program right after this.
International is a global community of clubs, members, and partners dedicated to improving the lives of children one community at a time. Today, we stand with more than 550,000 members, from K-Kids to Key Club to Kiwanis, for all ages in over 80 countries around the world. Each community has different needs, and Kiwanis empowers members to pursue creative ways to serve the needs of children, such as fighting hunger, improving literacy, and offering guidance. Kiwanis clubs host nearly 150,000 service projects each year. For more information, visit www.kiwanis.org.
Are you looking for someone to provide training to your staff? Do you need a motivational speaker about how to handle change? Do you have an upcoming event that needs an MC to handle those responsibilities? Well, look no further than longtime Las Vegas radio personality Aaron Phillips. I am local to Las Vegas, and I can blend my talents with any audience. For more information, please visit www.aaronphillipsvoice.com and book me for your next event or training needs.
All right, welcome back to Kiwanis Connects. My goodness, I wish I had the camera on during commercial, because Mom and Dad came over here with such love for what she said at the end of the break. Governor Val, what did you feel when you heard her say what she did before we go to break?
I was like, wow, because it resonates with me so much. I just want to know more. And I also want to know if someone as cute and as adorable and amazing as you is getting bullied, what are other kids experiencing and how can we help them? Those are the things that are just pounding in my head.
So can you share with us a little bit about what happened,
Yes.
if you don't mind?
Yes.
Go ahead. What happened that you got bullied?
The first one was
The first one? Wait, you got bullied more than once?
Yeah.
For shame. Go ahead. Tell us the first one.
The first one, I was at cheer and my coach yelled at me, and she said the world doesn't evolve around me and I'm not number one, and that nobody likes me.
And how'd that make you feel?
It made me feel sad that I was crying.
Val, did you want to comment on that before we hear about the other experience?
I can't.
Okay. So while everybody else is composing themselves, what else happened? What other times? What else happened?
The next one was at school, and every time these two girls come spit at me at lunch time.
They what?
Spit on me.
So you are so composed at this age and in your life. You know, those kind of things, when they happen to adults, there's some adults that don't know how to deal with that. So how do you deal with stuff like that?
I tell somebody.
Good. And do you tell your mom? Do you tell your principal? Who do you tell?
I tell my mom and my teacher.
Okay. And so, Mom,
Tissues on tomorrow.
How have you been able to manage with this? Because this is pretty tough stuff.
It's sorry. It is tough. Charlotte has such a
Tissues.
passion for activities, cheer, dance, gymnastics, everything she touches is golden. She's such a good kid. When she got bullied by her coaches, I was actually I was actually there. I heard the screaming, I heard the yelling, I heard the name Charlotte, and I have a Charlotte. So I turned around to see what's going on with this kid. And it turned out it was my kid. And so I immediately went over there, and Charlotte was just holding on to her little medal, looking up at the coach, just crying with tears. We obviously pulled her from it because it was a toxic environment. It wasn't safe. And so with school, I've always been very open with Charlotte. If a kid is being bullied, go up to that kid, embrace that kid, ask them what they need. If you're being bullied or something happens to you, it doesn't matter if it's a grown-up or a kid, we have a very open communication. And so she did tell me the first incident that had happened, that she was at lunch and this girl went up to her while she was eating and just spit in her face. And Charlotte asked her to not spit. And the little girl says, well, ask me nicely and I won't spit. And so Charlotte asked her nicely and the girl spit again. And a week later, her best friend, while she was eating lunch, the girl's best friend went up to her and spit on her face. And so as a parent, you don't want your kid to be bullied. You don't want your kid to be assaulted like that. That's very hard because we love our kids and we send our kids to be protected, not to get bullied. They're there for an education. So luckily, Charlotte is going to therapy now, and she's got a great therapist, and she's working through it. And the silver lining is she's able to go to schools and conferences like the Kiwanis Club and such, and talk about her platform and work with kids and have them sign a pledge to be a buddy, because we don't want kids hurting. It's bullying, happens even throughout high school and such. And so people need to find help. There needs to be resources and hotlines, and I think she's doing a great job. She's only 6 years old, and I know that she's going to make a difference in this world for sure.
She's already making a difference. So I'm going to let Aaron.
Yeah, you just stole the words right out of my brain there, Governor Val. You are already making, now at 6 years old, is that first grade for you? Are you in first grade?
Kinder.
Oh, you're in kinder. Okay. You mentioned the bullying stuff, Mom, and as someone who works I'm an educator in the school district here, and every year we have to recertify every year, but we have to take bullying training to identify these things and be prepared when a student like Charlotte has an issue. They know to come to an adult.
Right.
Initially. It's sad, and we're talking about it on her age level that it's happening. How old was the two gals that did that to her lunch? I'm just curious.
In kindergarten.
Oh, so there were okay.
Yes.
The sad part is that bullying starts in the school level, but for many adults who were bullies throughout the school year, they continue to bully as adults, other adults. So it doesn't just stop here to recognize it. We have to recognize that if we don't stop bullying on all levels, it will continue to impact our society one way or another, because the person who got bullied, not in Charlotte's case, may decide someday for retribution somehow, some way, which then can lead to some of the issues we're seeing in society today, provided by those perpetrators. I'll just leave it at that.
Correct.
So I want to know a little bit more about Charlotte's platform. And so Charlotte, can you share a little bit about when you go to your speeches, what is your platform and what is that? Your mom mentioned something about a pledge. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
What's the name of the platform too?
Courage with Charlotte.
Courage with Charlotte. I like that.
And what's it about?
It's about teaching kids to be buddies, not to bullies.
And what does being buddies mean? What do you tell kids to be buddies? Why would you tell them to be buddies? So you and I are buddies. What does that mean? Does that mean if something happens to you or me, if something happens to me, you go tell somebody right away? Is that how it works?
Yes.
Okay. And so students are doing that in schools, yeah? Mom, you can jump in as well whenever you need to.
I I mean, at schools, you would hope that teachers are getting trained, from it. Unfortunately, in her school that she was going to, the teachers didn't do anything about it. I guess because they did not report the assault, they did not want to get reprimanded for it. So it was safe to pull Charlotte out of public schools. It actually was a private school, and we are now homeschooling her. So Charlotte is now being homeschooled, which is great because she's got the one-on-one attention. I know that she's being safe. And this gives us more time to travel, to work on her platform, get ready for nationals. And
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a moment.
And also to work more on being a bully. She actually wants to write a book about being bullied. So I'm trying to work with her, and she's been giving me ideas and telling me stories and how we're going to do this book. And boy, that's a lot of fun. So I can't wait. And I hope that she is able to complete her book.
I think you should.
I think, Aaron, you know somebody right there in Las Vegas, Justin and Justin's momager.
We've been talking about that since the moment they got in here and got settled, and watching Charlotte's poise. We've been talking about Justin before we went live, that in my life, to be touched by Justin, who's 8 years old, who's turning 8 right after he was on with us, and now someone who's 6 years old, who has the heart of a what's the word I'm looking for? Soul, an older soul who can speak the way she does at her age. Man, I was just worried about what time Bugs Bunny came on a Saturday. I wasn't doing this stuff, And if this world cannot be turned on and motivated by a 6-year-old and an 8-year-old young person who are doing stuff to make their mark in this world, then you have no right to be watching us on the air. You've got to get out of your cave. You've got to get out from under your rock, and you've got to start treating people the same with respect. We all bleed red. I don't care about male, female, color, yellow skin, purple, green hair, Jewish. I don't care. We all bleed red. We should be treating ourselves with respect. If you don't respect yourself, there's no way you can respect others. So I'm sorry, I'm going to get off my soapbox now.
But I want to add something, because one of the reasons why I think Princess Charlotte and I have been magnets to each other is, that Kiwanis has an anti-bullying program. And we have this kit that we send to K-Kids and Builders Club, where the kids can work with each other, and the pledge that Charlotte, you do, would go really well with that. So as we become a partner with you in your pageants, being able to know that when you talk to Kiwanis clubs, you can find that. That's another toolbox that you can offer out that teaches kids about not bullying others and how to be kind and work with each other. And so I'm so thankful that you're talking about something real and making a difference, not waiting till you grow up to make a difference. So very, very cool. And so I don't want to cry anymore. So Aaron, you're going to have to find some cookies that don't make me cry.
I want to hear about this pledge. Do you actually have everybody take a pledge, an oath? What does that mean, a pledge?
They sign my pledge to promise to not be a bully.
Oh, and that's all they have to say? I promise to not be a bully?
No, they have to sign it.
Oh, it's a signing thing. Oh, I got you. And then when they sign that, what happens to that piece of paper? Do they put it up somewhere to remind themselves?
We collect it.
Oh, you collect it?
Yeah.
Very cool. So that's like, all right, this is important stuff because we're signing and agreeing not to bully people, right?
Yeah. I think we got some 100. I don't know, over 100?
Over 100. That's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you get one person to sign it and agree not to bully anybody, that's making a difference. And you've done over 100. That's terrific. That's terrific. So not only does Charlotte do that. Oh, what's that? Oh, we're going to Mom?
Oh.
How many?
She actually has collected over 5,000.
Oh,
Wow.
1,000. That's a few more than a couple of hundred. That's a lot. And that's from all over the schools you go to?
Correct.
All in Cali thus far?
Correct. We also have teachers sign the pledge.
Well, what's it going to take to have you come out to Vegas and talk to all the schools here? We only have 5,000 schools here. We have a couple of hundred schools here. What are we going to do to get you to come out here and talk to classes? We'll have to talk about that after the
Sign
show.
me up.
I'll have to talk to your dadager over there and find out how we get you signed up to come talk to the schools out here, because you'd be very important out here in Vegas too. Plus, you get to swim out here, which you told me before you're going to go swimming after this. Where are we swimming, by the way? Where are you going to go? Are you going to one of the hotels to swim?
Yes.
Oh, I bet the water's going to be nice and warm. Not. Anyway, good luck with that.
You know, one of the things, Aaron, that I think it would be really helpful is we have a QR code
Yeah,
that I want to share, because it's expensive to go out there and start talking about these kind of things. It's not easy, and I know, Charlotte, you go to a number of pageants, and so you need sponsors, right?
Yes.
Okay.
The
So
QR
tell us a little about that.
How
Tell-
can they help you?
So tell us how everybody can help. I see a little QR code on the screen there above Val's head.
My mom has a PayPal and a Venmo page, and people could help sponsor me because I'm doing like a million optionals, so I need help to pay for them. If I win, when I win, I'm going to go to Paris and New York Fashion Week.
How cool is that? I love it.
Sitting here dying over here because it's so crazy. So as you watch, ladies and gentlemen, right above Val's head, maybe John, if you could pop it up a little bit bigger in the center for people to see it. No. Okay.
Yeah, you can take me off, John. You can take me off
No,
screen
it's
and
not
put that there.
It's not going to,
It won't go.
it won't increase. So,
I will have it on the recorded.
okay. So we'll fix that in post-production for the recording in Roku. But in the meantime, up in the upper right-hand corner to Val's left, it looks like, is a QR code. You can get close enough to the screen and you can scan that with your phone and make a donation. I'm sure any amount would be helpful, right?
Yes.
Like $1? More than that. She's negotiating right now, ladies and gentlemen. I want you to
She's a
know that.
smart one.
So what's the least amount of donation you'd be happy with? Like the smallest amount that you'd say, okay, that's fine. I'm afraid for the answer, ladies and gentlemen. What do you think? $5?
No.
$10?
No.
Oh my goodness, I'm afraid. I feel like Monty Hall right now. Will you take $15?
$99.
So $99
Like over 100.
over 100.
I'm gonna have to go back. I'm gonna have to go back to supporting Charlotte.
Yeah.
Douglas did ask, can you put in the on the screen what the Venmo
Oh, yes.
name
What is your Venmo code, Mom? Or is that what the link is to?
Yes, you guys have the Venmo and PayPal.
But can you just put it,
Tell
can you
what
tell us what it
I'll
is?
Put it on the bottom of
And we'll put it on the
Oh.
scroll.
Gotcha.
All right, so while Mom is working on giving everybody the information, you also spend time, let's see, you work Wednesdays at a food drive with Isaiah's Rock.
Here, I can put it
Is that right?
Yes.
What kind of place is that? What do they do? Is that a food bank?
No.
What is it?
It's a food drive.
Oh, for Isaiah, what is Isaiah's Rock? Is that a store or something?
No. It's where cars drive in and their trunks are open, and we give them food.
Oh, okay. I like
Sometimes
that.
I hand it to people. Sometimes I put it in the trunk, and I'm happy because now I know that people have food.
Absolutely. That's great. So you do that. Now, you also volunteer with Autism Speaks, right?
Yeah.
What is that like?
It's fun because they also have games there.
So do you like to go there to help or you like to go there to play the games? Be honest with me.
Help and play.
Oh, okay. All right. See, that's the politically correct answer. A little bit of everything.
First, I help and then I play.
Okay. What is NAMI? N-A-M-I walks. What is that? Mom?
She did the first one with her coach.
What does it stand for?
NAMI is for mental health.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes. And so we raise money to send for mental health to bring awareness to it.
And you also provide books or something I see with that too. You create a little library.
Yes.
Where do you get the books from to give these people? Do you get donations from,
We get donations.
and then you buy the books?
Yeah, we have like 100 books. We got books from a yard sale for free, like 2,000. I don't know.
That's a lot of yard sale books. I wouldn't pass it if she's got 20,000 at this point. But that's good though. But you reuse those books, and that's very important. Those families at yard sales, they may be done with it, but you take them for somebody else who needs them, right? I think that's great. Let's see, what else does it say? You also visit the homeless and you donate food and essentials to them, right? You help, you go on, where do you find these, are they like on the streets or do you go somewhere where all the homeless, I mean, tell me about that. How do you find these people to give stuff to?
We go to every place.
Okay, so like on the street or you go like to these
And
places?
on the freeway.
Okay, oh my goodness. So you're out there, right there on the streets with these people?
Yeah.
Well, not a shelter or anything. Wow, you're good for it. What if they have pets? Do you take stuff for pets? Because, you know, sometimes the homeless have pets with them, dogs, cats. Do you take stuff for them too sometimes?
Yes.
Just in case, right?
Yes.
That's great. And then what I really like in the bio here, your mom writes, wherever she finds a need, she is there. Now, if I've never heard of a better tagline, it's like the way I feel about what I do. Wherever there's a microphone, I want to be there. You want to be wherever somebody needs something, right? And that's great. That should be the title of your next book when you grow up. I like the children's book, by the way. But when you become an adult, like 16,
16.
perhaps you write a book with that title. Wherever she finds a need, she is there. I think that's great. That would be a good title for a book, right?
That would be a great
Right,
title.
wouldn't it?
Absolutely. I would read it. Absolutely. So, what I want to know is, Princess Charlotte, when you did your speech, you talked about what you want to be and who you want to be when you grow up. So, can you tell me a little bit about what's your dream about when you grow up?
I want to be a pediatrician, just like Dr. Patel, because I want to make sure babies are healthy, so that way they could, when they grow up, they could be anything they want.
Wow. This Dr. Patel sounds amazing.
Ladies and gentlemen, you see that QR code up there and the demo information that's going to be on the crawl here momentarily. You better start donating. That's all I can say. Forget the pageant. Well, no, don't forget the pageant. But for her dream of what she wants to do, folks, that's going to take a lot of time and schooling and, of course, a lot of money, right?
A lot of money.
Do you have pets at home?
Yes, I have a guinea pig.
You have a guinea pig?
His name is Sprinkle Sparkles. I named him.
Sprinkle Sparkles?
Yes.
I thought that's what you usually put on top of ice cream. I caught her on that. I was like, what are you talking about?
I'm sure she's giving you the look. I can see it.
Oh, I'm getting it. Like, what in God's name, sir, are you talking about? And I'm saying that politely. So can I ask you some fun, silly questions having nothing to do with any of this for the moment before we go to another break?
Yes.
Okay. Can you tell me what is your favorite superhero, or who is your favorite superhero? Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman? Why?
And Spider-Man.
And Spider-Man. Not Batman?
Because I like, no.
No. No. Static. No. Do you like to watch movies? What's your favorite movie?
Dungeons and Dragons.
Who's your favorite character in Dungeons and Dragons? All of them?
All of them.
Okay.
All 100.
Douglas looks like he puts up their Venmo works. So there you go. We validated that Douglas has made a contribution, I'm presuming.
Yes.
Maybe the requested amount from Queen Charlotte. I don't know. Princess Charlotte. Okay. So what's your favorite food? What do you like to eat? When you're not out on the road, you're at home with mom and dad and your guinea pig, and you're just relaxing in sweatpants or whatever. You just came out of the pool. What do you like to eat?
I like to eat pizza and pepperoni and sausage.
On the pizza?
Yes.
Wow.
Why? Do you have some?
Do I want pizza? John, call pizza. Will you please? Let's get it delivered. They got 30 minutes to get
You
here.
want to have a pizza party?
We can. How long? I'm just going to turn the show over to her. I just want to watch her. How long are you in town for?
What?
When are you leaving to go back to California? Mom?
Right after this. So we only came to Vegas for you.
For me?
Wow.
For them?
And for them.
So I'll tell you what.
Valerie.
I'll make you a deal. Your mom and dad, the next time you guys, I don't even care if it's just coming out to go swimming. We don't have to do anything important like a speaking or a show. The next time, maybe we can even coordinate it the next time Governor Val comes to Las Vegas.
Yes.
I will promise you, I will take you to my most favorite pizzeria in town called Marsigliano's, and I will take you there for whatever pizza you want. How's that? Is that a deal?
Okay.
Pinky swear? Pinky partners?
Okay.
All right, there you go. So we have a
What,
pizza
Dad?
date.
Oh, we can stay? Oh,
Oh, we got-
Dad over there says we can stay a few
That's
hours.
okay. Listen, what's today? Today's Friday. I got nothing going on. Tonight. If you guys want to hang out another night, that's fine.
It's really good pizza.
Governor, did you hear what she said? What did you say? What did you just say to me?
We could hang out another night.
I like it. I like it.
Oh my
Spontaneous
goodness.
on top of everything else that works.
Oh my goodness. You know what? How many slices can you eat in a pizza? Like, there's 8 normally that comes in.
2,000.
2,000.
All the pizzas in the world.
That's right. Yeah, I think John may give you a marriage proposal by the time the show's over. No, seriously, if you order one pizza pie, it comes with 8 pieces, right? Can you eat that whole thing by yourself, or do you share with anybody? You eat all 8?
I eat all of them.
All 8 pieces?
Yeah.
Wow.
You must be a fun person to hang out with at a pizza parlor.
Right, I'm telling you.
Dad's got to order like 2 pizzas, so one for him and Mom to share, and then one for Charlotte. All right, now.
My goodness. What's your favorite music? Do you like to listen to music?
Alicia Keys.
Alicia, all right, that's respectable. I'm okay with that. Governor Val, what's your favorite pizza?
My favorite pizza is Hawaiian pizza, Maui Zowie.
Why am I not
It's got
surprised?
Hawaiian sauce with. Honey, I'm hungry already.
Well, between
I am going to have to go out to lunch too.
So that comes with the pineapple and everything, doesn't it?
It does. It's fabulous.
All right. We're going to step aside for a quick break because all of us have gotten hungry with all this pizza talk. And there's a Domino's right down the street, and they say they'll be here in 30 minutes. So maybe we'll have some, I don't know. Anyway, you're watching Kiwanis Connect. So you're not having fun and smiling with this show, folks. I don't know what you can do. Wave to everybody. Can you tell them we'll be right back?
We'll be right back.
Kiwanis makes a difference every day. Somewhere, some kid gets something from us that they wouldn't have if we didn't exist. It's all about kids. And so we are helping children that are underprivileged have the same opportunities that kids who come from affluent do.
The reason I joined Kiwanis was my wife works in the school district, and she sees the need on a daily basis. And she came back and she said, hey, there's this group and they do really good stuff.
I loved what Kiwanis stood for, which is that idea of kids. Because I'm a teacher. I've been a teacher my whole life, even though I don't be in the classroom all of that time. After 33 years in the classroom, anybody that's doing something with kids, I want to be involved with them. That's Kiwanis in a nutshell.
I started with Kiwanis in 2018. They had a membership drive, and I was friends with a number of people who had been with Kiwanis for a number of years, so I wanted to check it out. Turns out it was one of the best decisions I ever made.
What we do for the Gateway Unified School District is beyond measure. We feed over 170 students every weekend with our backpack program.
What I enjoy about Kiwanis is we get to do a lot of different events. We get to serve the community through fundraisers by giving out hot dogs at Christmas parties for the local kids. We provide books for kids. We also march in the parade for the Veterans Day. We handed out hot dogs for the 9/11 ceremony. So there's a lot of ways that we are a part of the community, and we just enjoy serving in that capacity.
Everyone should always want to be a part of their community, and I've found that Kiwanis is the best way to do that. I would encourage anyone who has any interest in it whatsoever to come down to a meeting, come talk with us, and learn about what we do on an in-depth basis, and I can almost guarantee you're going to want to join.
Doing that. All right, welcome. Keep doing it. No, you got to keep doing that. There you go. We gave her a piece of licorice, and I told her that please wait until we come back. She's just teasing herself because she's now licking the licorice. So, are you ready to take a bite? Can we take a bite together? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, shit.
Made it all go away.
No, she's got it with a cigarette in her mouth. Oh, now be careful. Don't choke, though. So, I'll give you a few minutes to chew that. Anyway, hopefully I don't choke on my piece. Welcome back to Kiwanis Connects. Aaron Phillips, Governor Val is there. I almost just did. We have Princess Charlotte here, the best person in the world that you can ever listen to and be motivated. Mom is here. Dad is there in the corner. And hopefully you all are enjoying today's show as much as we are, as well as being motivated and inspired about what one person, regardless of age, can do to make a difference in this world. Governor Val, you must be kvelling, using the word from earlier in the show, sitting there and listening to our guests today.
I am absolutely cavelling. And I was looking through some of my notes because when Princess Charlotte came to our mid-year conference to do a speech, one of the things she was talking about is she really needs sponsorships to cover some of the ads that have to go in the brochures and the competition magazine that is out there. And so I'm going to reach out to some of our Kiwanians and say, she wasn't kidding about $99, but if you could Venmo Mom.
It's over 100. She changed it to over 100.
Oh, she changed it to over 100. You need to be part of my campaign to get money. I'm telling you, put you to work.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I wanted to.
No, it's awesome. It's absolutely awesome. But one of the ones that was published and Kiwanis was put in as a sponsor, I didn't realize how much it is. You think about kids that are in special sports that our Kiwanis clubs sponsor, and to get a kid into t-ball or into baseball or softball is like $100 to sponsor. But when you're talking about an ad for what Princess Charlotte is doing on a statewide level and a national, and then hopefully international, definitely international in Paris, it's $750 to do one of those pages. And so you can think about, Venmoing so that Princess Charlotte doesn't have to worry about this last page that she put in, because she gave us credit and said, hey, and it's really, really cool. And so I know, Charlotte, you're not shy about being able to say, I need $100. And I'm glad
you said it very succinctly earlier.
Absolutely. And so Leanne is saying out there, Leanne is from Shasta Dam. So she says, thank you for running the Shasta Dam Kiwanis commercial. She's absolutely loving your message, Miss Charlotte. And Miss Leanne is the first person that was in that commercial that was talking. She's been a teacher, and she makes sure that kids get food on a regular basis because there are a lot of hungry kids around the world. And I saw with your one picture where you were serving a gentleman who's in a wheelchair and giving him food. That's so cool. That is so cool.
We're going to post some of those pictures as you guys are talking, okay? That's the picture right there that Val was talking about.
Yeah.
What did that mean to you when you gave him that bag? How did you feel when you gave that to him?
I felt happy because I think there is soap in there.
Okay. Why did he need soap?
And food.
He needed soap too?
I don't know.
Oh, just kidding.
But there's all kinds of stuff in that bag. You can tell it's overflowing.
Who was that?
My first time roller skating.
First time roller skating? My goodness, you got more padding on.
And then after, I went to the bench and I fell with and then.
Oh my goodness.
I needed a butt pad.
I'll tell you what. Now, all right, wait, before you go on to the next picture, this book that Val was talking about for this ad of $750, Mom?
Yes.
Is that for like a full page ad?
Yes, we have that printed.
Are there smaller ads available for the booklet?
No, they do shout outs.
Oh, okay.
That they will say during competition right before they call the top 10.
Gotcha.
Those are like $15, but the full page ads are $750.
So here's what I'm going to do because she said butt pad on the air. I will Venmo a $100 donation for me just because she said butt pad. Okay. So I'm gonna when the show's my pleasure. When the show's over, I will Venmo your mom $100 because you said butt pad. You're honest. You said, I need your butt pad. I love it. Right? And for everybody else, I dare each and every one of you out there to match my offer or anything. And in the reference of Venmo, you must put butt pad so we know that it's coming from this conversation. Anyway.
Oh, and moving on.
What's that?
And moving on, we have two beautiful people there. And so what is this?
John, wait, I just got a butt pad thrown at me. Right, what are we looking at there in the picture?
Who's that, Char?
Who's that in the picture up there with you?
My coach.
That's your coach for, huh? What do you want?
Throw it on the floor.
Why? It's her butt pad. Go ahead. That's your coach for what? For your pageants? For everything you do?
Yes.
To be on the stage?
Yes.
Do you sing or dance during a pageant or just go up there and speak?
Sing and dance.
You do?
Everything.
Everything. Do you do magic too? Can you make my debt disappear?
My dad.
No, never mind. Anyway, do you have another picture? I digress. At the end of a show, things get silly. What are you doing there?
Put books.
With books? And what do you do with the, oh, is that the library behind you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's the little library that you put the books in for, right? And how long, Mom, has that been happening where you're doing the library? I love that.
We've been doing that for 4 years.
Really?
Yes. So we fill that up. And actually, I just want to let you guys know
Please.
that on Venmo, Charlotte just got your donation matched by Kristen and Eden. Miss Eden is her best friend, her pageant sister, and she just donated $100 to her.
For butt pad?
For her butt pad.
Thank you, Chris.
Kristen and Eden.
Thank you so much. And I will take care of my portion right after the show when we finish signing the banner in the back. Okay. Do we have any others to scroll there? Oh, what do you do? Oh, that looks like a turtle. Yeah. What are you doing there?
It's like a pet.
Yeah.
A pet zoo.
Earth Day.
Oh, for Earth Day.
And there was a rabbit, and it was a little bit weird looking because I never saw a rabbit, because there was like a white rabbit and it had red eyes. So I thought that was weird.
Is it maybe it's a
See that little lake? I think
oh, that right there, that white puffy
that's
thing.
the bunny. Yes.
I hope so. Either that or a lot of snow hanging around over there. I'm not sure. Or Monty Python. All right, what else? Do we have any others to show? What do we have next? Oh, we're back to that's good.
Wait.
Oh, we have a few more. What do we have?
How about this one?
Oh, yeah, let's talk about that. We showed that early on. I don't know if you noticed it. Where was that? Who is that in there with you again?
Dr. Valerie.
Dr. Valerie. And where was that picture taken? Do you remember?
Where?
Was that at Mid-Year, Val?
That was at Mid-Year. That was in Burbank.
That was in Burbank.
I raced out of the session because I wanted to make sure that I got a chance to have a picture with Miss Charlotte, because everybody wanted to have a picture and learn about her process. And she was selling candy and helping do fundraisers. So I know you do a lot of different fundraisers, right, Miss Charlotte?
Yes.
And so what's your fundraiser that you're working on right now?
How are you raising money now besides coming on this show and pleading with people?
Oh, beautiful
Which
picture.
obviously worked.
Selling candy.
Selling more candy.
What kind of candy are we selling? Oh, look at who is that person? Look at that person on there.
Gorgeous.
I got to be honest with you. When I saw the pictures come through, and then you sent me this one opposite, God is my witness. I thought I was interviewing two different people. Because if that picture makes you think that she's older than her current age, that's where I was. I'm like, who is this?
Mm-hmm.
That's why I honestly thought I was interviewing two people, because you look beautiful there. Not that you don't look beautiful anyway.
Where's that other $100 donation?
I may have to increase it just to get myself out of trouble. But you look like you're about 26 in that picture. That's a beautiful picture of you.
That's her brother.
That's just, no. Oh my God! Send your email.
John's donating too.
Anyway, that's a beautiful picture. Is that the picture when you go to pageants that people see of you?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a beautiful picture of you.
So people must be so shocked. People must be so shocked that you're 6 years old.
When people walk up to you, do they say you act like you're much older than you are? Because they have to be surprised. I'm surprised you're 6. You're an old soul. That's what I was looking for earlier. Meaning you just have feelings for people. You believe in things, where today a lot of kids don't. So what age do people walk up to you and say, you're only 6? I thought you were what? 13, 15?
The same. Yeah. Younger.
Younger. Okay. Well,
Like 4.
no way. 4?
No way. No
Wow.
way.
No.
That's just crazy. All right. I'm going to give you a moment or two to relax. So, Governor Val, you know what time it is, right?
Yes, I do.
It is time for is John's favorite part.
It is definitely one of my favorites.
All right, enough already. The car batteries died.
Well, I actually look like that for the next couple of weeks. I am actually in Nevada City and Grass Valley right now, and so if you've ever watched Hallmark, one of my new favorite Hallmark shows, it's called The Christmas Card, was filmed in Nevada City. And the town looks just like that. So I have to thank my friend Angela for taking me on a tour. And it was a day to be relaxed because for the next 10 days, I'm on the road. And so I am, after our show, I am headed to the Kiwanis family house where we're going to do a tour. And tomorrow I'm meeting with 3 divisions to do my official governor's visit. And right after that, I'm racing down to Fresno for the largest Kiwanis crab feed in all of California.
Wow.
There are going to be 1,500 people.
Whoa.
Wow.
That's a lot of crabs.
Yeah, their goal is to raise over $100,000 for kids in Fresno and in East Fresno. And so that's Saturday. So 2 things on Saturday. Next week, I am down in Sierra Madre area, hanging out with the Lieutenant Governor, and then San Bernardino on Wednesday, and then coming back up to the Bay Area, which will be for Special Games. And if you've never seen Special Games, it's not Special Olympics. What it's all about is for kids that can't qualify for Special Olympics. They have all kinds of special needs. And so there'll be 800 of these kiddos. And with each kiddo comes at least one person, if not 2. So they have a guardian or an assistant, a caregiver. And then we also have over 900 key clubbers and Kiwanians coming to help. And if you have ever seen someone who has never thrown or touched a Nerf ball and they're actually able to make it move, the smile they get on their face is absolutely huge. And so I am so excited about that. And so that gets us up to the next show next Friday. And then Andy and I are going to be in a pet parade.
A pet parade?
A pet parade in Los Altos. Yes.
Well, I have so many comments and questions to ask about that, but I will just let it go for today.
Yeah, there's a ton.
Mom has a question. Hang on a second.
So, Dr. Valerie, I love what you're doing with the kids who don't qualify for special needs. And so you're having this for them. Knowing Charlotte, being a part of Royal International Miss, she's got the best group of sister queens that range from her age. She's got a sister queen, Maddie, who is 7 years old, Eden, who is 14. Her coach is actually competing this year for the first time. She's just turned 40. So my point being, these girls are such a tight knit. They're always willing to help out. So if you ever have something like that and you need help with somebody being a big sister to them, you need extra hands, let me know, and we will definitely get her sister queens out there to help you and also help promote that, because I think that's a great.
That is fantastic. And if they're really, really responsive, we also do have our Kiwanis clubs down in San Diego this weekend are actually sponsoring the Special Olympics for Southern California and San Diego. So if you have any special queens, let's talk offline, because Valerie Crawford would find a space for them to be able to volunteer, because they're going to be even just the special games, which almost everybody knows about across the country. They have 800 athletes, and they always need people to come and hug at the end of an event. There's a hugger line, and it's amazing. And so to have all the queens with their crowns hug the people as they cross the finish line,
You got it.
That would be cool.
Yep, you got it.
Okay.
Listen, it sounds like Mom has volunteered her to do a lot more work. So, that's what happens when you're in demand, right?
And we have a sister queen chiming in right now, and she says, yes, Kristen and Eden, they're business owners, but they will take the time and we will all take a trip to San Diego. So we will talk offline and organize our sister queens for you.
I like
and whatever you
Fantastic. That's so awesome.
I like the fact that she said that they're business owners, because Kiwanis Connects is always looking for sponsors to keep the show on the air. Anyway, I digress. Listen, I know, Val, you wouldn't do it. I'm going to do it. Just like, so we got it covered. We only have a few minutes left, so I want to just wrap up with a couple of things. Number one, just a heads up to all lieutenant governors out there. If you're listening, great. If you know somebody who's not, you got to let them know about this. But in a couple of days, you are going to receive a video. You're going to receive an email with a video message from Governor Val and myself to all the lieutenant governors to please talk to your clubs about the Kiwanis commercials that have been created. Of all the clubs in the district, we only have 2 clubs that have taken advantage of that opportunity. And on the heels of last week's show, where we talked nothing but branding, many of you chimed in about how great a commercial would be to be used to brand your Kiwanis club. Well, folks, you will have the opportunity. And again, and even if you're watching from outside of our district and you want to do it for your clubs, that's cool too. Just send me an email at kiwanisconnectsinfo@gmail.com. Do that and we can help brand. So lieutenant governors, be on the lookout for that. That'll be coming within a couple of days as well. Now, before we officially start wrapping up, Madam Princess, I have one final question for you, okay? You have the eyes of the world watching you right now. Well, at least 20 people. I'm like kidding. Jeez. What does that say? I can't read what that
We
says.
just sent out the commercial videos, and her home club is actually signed up. So thanks, Diane. Diane, Anthony out in CNH. Woohoo!
I believe that's Diane that she and I have been communicating with, I think.
Yes, it is.
The last week or so. So I'm anxious to get information on that, Diane. Thank you. Okay. So here's what I want you to do. See that camera right there? I want you to look right into that camera, and I want you to give whatever comment you want to make about what you do in your platform, okay? Look right in that camera and let them hear it right now. Whatever you want to say about your platform. Don't bully people, whatever you want. Look right in that camera. Say goodbye, thank you, whatever you want to do. It's your time.
Okay. I want the world to be a nicer world.
Okay. And by doing that, we need to stop what?
The bullying.
Okay. So that's very important to you, isn't it? Okay. That's a great message. We want the world to be better, and simply by stop bullying is a great way to go. If I wasn't married for 34 years, I propose to this young lady right now. My wife doesn't watch many of my shows because she's a teacher at this time, so I'm not worried about her finding this out unless somebody rats on me, Val or John.
Not me. You're going to make another donation. We're fine.
We haven't ratted on you yet.
Not sure you haven't. Charlotte, I got to tell you, you are the most important person that I have met in years at your age who's trying to do something good for this world, other than Justin, by the way. We do have to connect you with Justin. I think that would be a great platform. He's 8 years old and has a platform that wants to help people as well. Governor Val, I've met and I've interviewed many, many people over 17 years, and there are only a handful of people like yourself who hold a special place in my heart for what they do, who they are, and what they represent. And I'm proud to say that Princess Charlotte is now definitely in my top 5 over 17 years of interviewing people, entertainers, whatever, with her message and what she does. God bless. Listen, Charlotte, I hope you do what you want to do for hundreds of years, that you can continue delivering your message to protect people.
Thank you.
My absolute pleasure. Mom and Dad, thank you so much for bringing her in and being there with her and helping her guide. She's already dancing to the outro. Dad, wait, go back to Dad for a second. Dad, there you go. You can wave and let them know you're not sleeping. Thank you very much. Mom, Dad, seriously, listen, a 6-year-old can't do it on their own for a lot of reasons. 26-year-olds can't do a lot of things on their own but you two supporting her and her mission and her goal and helping her get to her dream of making a better place for this world, I salute you in more ways than you can ever imagine. Governor Val,
Thank
Final
you,
thoughts.
Val.
Oh, it's our pleasure. Final thoughts, Val, and everybody out there. Thank you.
You know, I'm just thinking, I feel absolutely blessed. And the reason is because Kiwanis has brought so many amazing people into my life that never would have been here. I never would have met Miss Charlotte. I never would have met you. And our biggest district project is our Kiwanis Rose Float and the Rose Parade and what we do. And it has brought so many people together. And so, Miss Charlotte, I want to invite you back out this coming December. Maybe we can do a couple more flowers and just everybody know that this platform of anti-bullying is something that all of us can get behind and to make the world a kinder place.
Right on.
Thank you.
Right on. All right. Quick reminder tomorrow, 9 to 11 a.m. Join us on Thoughts Count Anywhere as the crew will go back over and review Backlash from last week. And from 12 to 1, yours truly, Aaron's Hour with Aaron Phillips, which is a great coincidence since my name is Aaron Phillips, because the title of the show then would make no sense whatsoever. Tomorrow, my guest will be Mystic Mona will be coming back to join us. She will let you know what's going on in your world, what you want to know, advice, whatever you need. Join me tomorrow from 12 to 1. Now, with that, I'm holding her crown because Val just absolutely loves my jokes and all the hate mail I'm getting for my jokes. I'm hoping you're going to be nice to me this week because I have Charlotte here and I'm holding her crown to fend you all off. Okay? So here's the joke. This is over. If you guys know it, God bless you. Why did the boy throw a stick of butter out the window? Anybody?
Because you want to turn it into a butter stick?
Butterfly.
Oh,
Say butterfly.
Butterfly?
Butterfly. Yes, you wanted to see a butterfly. Good. My God, I got bested by a 6-year-old. With that, everybody, she is the queen, and don't ever take it. No, I'm not.
One more thing.
Yes, absolutely. If you're going to put that. What? But be careful with the cord, though.
Oh.
Wait. There. Let's just do this. Let's take that off of your shirt. Is she clipped on the back here still?
Yeah, on the back.
Okay, hold on. I can't. Is she off?
She's good.
Okay, you're clear. What are you going to do? You're going to try to put that on my head? I have no hair for it to stay. I hope you realize that.
And you won the thing.
I won the crown. Look at that. I can't do any better than that. Hey, everybody, reminder, be kind to everybody. Why is that? Hey, we're all we have. If I have hundreds of hers, this will be great. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next week right here on Kiwanis Connects.
Say bye.
Wait, goodbye.
Wait, bye.
There you go. Now you can-